Thank you for coming back again to see another look. This will be look number 4 with the Roxa palette, and this is what Natasha calls her purple glam look. On me is going to look different, I'm sure, because my technique is different and I like a different style, but I did like the look. We're going to start with Holiday Cocoa. Y'all, I realized I'm a walking contradiction, and I'm going to show you why. And there may be a palette pairing in the future. I am not quite sure. And what we're talking about is something that I had put in purgatory, and it was the Madame Violet palette. And I remember saying how I did not expect this to be a purple palette, because the other palettes that look like they would be monochromatic, because of the shifts and the tones in the palette, they are not monochromatic. And now here I am with Roxa, which is a purple, well, they say it's purple, but to me it doesn't look like it, but the looks I've done, it does look like a purple palette. And so that's why I'm saying I'm a walking contradiction, but it's only because I didn't expect this to be purple. This I did expect to be purple. And so I am accepting it for what it is. We are going to do another look with this week. Today is October 21st. It's a Monday, so our live stream is in about an hour. But look at these two together. This Madame Violet palette from Notoriously Morbid, I do have a code below, and I also have a link and a code below for Natasha as well. I do think Madame Violet is a nice companion to the Roxa palette, and I have used this on its own so far, but pairing it with Roxa, you have a lot more options with the shimmers that you use. You have, please don't fall, you have these two shimmers, this one, and these two. And we do have Jacaranda, the deep purple, and Roxa, but we have this as well. And for mattes, we have this one and this one. So this will give Roxa a lot more versatility, and also Roxa would give Madame Violet, my brain locked up. I woke up like 20 minutes ago, y'all. I didn't even eat breakfast yet. But I'm looking at these two together, like these look really nice because of all the shimmers in here, and they do show up purple. I believe this is, I want to say a dual chrome, but don't quote me on that. But look how these look together. These is cute. If you order from Notoriously Morbid, just know it's going to take you anywhere from, it takes me a solid 3 weeks. A couple times it took me a couple months, but some people it takes like 3 months to get their Notoriously Morbid stuff, and I always feel obligated to say that, because when we order something, we want to get it. We don't want to wait that long, and so that's why I do always say that about that brand. I have a code for Ulta below, and also for, well, a link for Ulta and a link for Sephora. Those are shop my links, and also my Natasha code. I think, is it 15%? I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. But all of those links are below if you do want to get Roxa. And also keep in mind the Rouge sale from Sephora is coming up. And even if you use my shop my code to get to Sephora to get it, I will still get credit for that. And so I do appreciate that. And so, but there are sales coming. What we have on our Inner Realms, Natasha put a black. I didn't want to do a black again. Both of my eyes were extremely irritated yesterday. And I remember saying in that video, black eyeliner on my Inner Rims does that. And so I put on Stay the Night. This is Matte Color Excess Gel Pencil Eyeliner on my Inner Rims. And we did do the black, which is Glide or Die, on upper lash line and lower lash line. And what I was thinking when I was putting this on upper lash line is I could have been using MAC's Paint Pot for that, the one that I used yesterday for upper lash line to finish off that look. And so these pencil liners from MAC, they don't blend like how hers do. And so a paint pot would be better if I'm just going to lay down a color with the purpose of blending it out with a shadow. But for lower lash line, it works fine. It does stay put. But that's what I was thinking. Both of my eyes are tearing in a corner, and you can tell from this side because the liner has worn off right here. Both of them are also tearing upward like this way, and in the outer corners. But we're going to do the look. I don't have anything on my face except skincare and the cream for around my nose for the redness. So that is the only thing on my face. And you saw me. Damn it, I forgot to do my brows. Shit. Damn. I'm going to, how fast can I do my brows? I'm going to edit out doing my brows. And then we're going to come back. And the eyes will also be primed with Urban Decay. And then we will just jump into this palette. This is how we're going to leave our brows today. And this eye is tearing horribly, like up here. Damn it. And it's also tearing downward, which downward is not an issue because this is that Glide or Die. Downward isn't an issue because we haven't done any face paint yet, but I'm going to need the shadow to stay on my lid, which means it needs to stop tearing upward. I will say that the glider dyes, it is a drier formula, which is why I like it for interims and lower lash line, but for upper lash line, it's not creamy, so it's not going to glide straight over. And I probably shouldn't even put more here because it might come off again. And it's not even going on because this area is wet. And I'm not a fan of pulling on my eyes, and that's what made me think earlier I should have just used MAC's Paint Pot. But trying to do what she does, and you know, I tell y'all, try all the things and then settle on what you like for yourself. But this is not something I'll do again, I'm sure. I'll just use a paint pot. So it's there again for now. And I do like that it is looking smoky, but the tearing is annoying. So we're going to go ahead and prime the eyes, and I did tell y'all I was going to do that before we came back, but I'm going to try and be as quick as possible, y'all, I promise. Thank you for being here with me with these looks. Past tense, I will show other looks that I've done, other purple looks that I've done, because I have quite a few purple looks from other palettes. And so looking at those looks, I'm like, is this going to serve a purpose? Meaning, is the Roxa palette going to serve a purpose in my stash? That's what I'm kind of wondering. And so I don't want to jump the gun and say, you know, I'm going to just give it away. I want to still just play with it more. But even if, what I do like is that it has a 24-month PAO, because I can easily do a purple look with Madame Violet. That PAO was only 12 months. And so part of me wants to keep it, but then part of me is like, I can do purple looks with other stuff that I have. So it's kind of like, you know, what to do. But, so that's my dilemma right now. And so I am excited about it, which initially I wasn't after I saw Morgan's video. And I know I mentioned that in look number 3, that video. But I'm still just kind of unsure of, like, is it unique enough to my collection? On its own, yes. But compared to the other purple looks that I've done, is it unique? Are the looks unique? And the answer to that is no. And so that's what has me like, this is not a tacky primer, so I don't know why I'm feeling it, because I feel like it teared away already. So we're going to go ahead and get into this look. We're going to take Eclipse, Esom V27. Eclipse is this brown shade, because we know Natasha, I said it before, she puts down her black liner, and then she blends it out with a shadow. And so she used it to blend out the black. But you can see this black liner isn't blended. Now, if this was MAC's Paint Pot, it would blend out. And I know that for a fact. Number one, because sometimes, once in a while, I do use it as a shadow base. And also for the carbon black smoky eye for the class, I used it. And so it does blend out. You got to get to it quick because it dries quick. But this pencil liner doesn't blend. The MAC doesn't blend. Natasha's pencils blend. It'll blend out a liner. Her shadows will blend out her pencil liner. But MAC stays put. MAC stays put. And even when I put a light color on top of it on my lower lash line, if it's opaque enough, the color will cover up the liner. But usually you can still see the color through, especially if I put a shimmer on my lower lash line. So you see, this isn't blending nothing, but this is what she did. So you see the black and you see Eclipse. My eyes are so teary. I should probably have not done a look today because I think my eyes are still just irritated from yesterday, even though they didn't feel irritated. But once I put these liners on, the tearing just has not stopped. But anyway, so we're going to just keep going. Sorry for shaking you. I appreciate you being here. I am enjoying now experimenting with this palette and doing things I don't normally do, which is lay down a liner and then blend it out with a shadow, because I don't do that. But you know what? I'm wondering if I would do that. because it is easy enough if it was a paint pot. This pencil liner took me some time to lay down because it is a drier formula, but that's why it stays on my lower lash line and on my inner rims. Even with the tearing, it stays on my inner rims. And when I remove my makeup, whenever I remove it, it's still liner on my inner rims. And so I do like that it is a drier formula. But for those of you who it is your style to put down the liner and then blend it out, you will want a softer liner. And Natasha's, I heard are good. I haven't tried them. Y'all, look how wet this is. This, and I don't know why I'm laughing, because we'll clean it up later. But for right now, I'm trying to get this black under here. But since there's nothing here, this is a lipstick applicator. I can just like wipe it away. But then once we put on concealer and all that, that'll cover that up too. But I am really just trying to get the shadow there, but it's not going to stay if it's going to keep tearing. So you can see the difference. No tearing, tearing. So now, I know y'all. Now we're going to take velour. And this is the E49, E49. I wish they still had these. I think I told y'all that I went on the Sigma website to get some because they had sent me, excuse me, a coupon code, but these were not even on the website. And so we're putting this above the crease at the bottom part of our puff area. This is what I call the puff area. Like all of this is just puff. And so we are putting this there. She put it on her, well, not hers, but her model's transition area, and we're going to wing it out a little bit. I don't know why. And this color is there, but it's very light on me. I was watching Bestie's video with the Mario, the new one, the Moonlight palette, the Ethereal Eyes Moonlight palette. And I think she's the first person I saw that did like a bold look. And y'all know she's going to do a bold look because she loves color. But I really enjoyed her look. And for her, the black and the blue didn't really show up much different. For me, they did. And we do know that complexion and undertone does make a difference. Shout out to, I forgot her name already. I want to say Keisha, but I'm not sure. She was watching different videos trying to decide if she was going to get this palette or not. And so, and I do appreciate that she did say she's watching different content creators to see, because things do look different on different people, and then different aesthetics, different styles. We use different brushes, you know, so it is exciting, and different aesthetics. Like y'all saw the looks I did with the Mario palette, and then you see Bestie's look, and it's like this super bold, dark look, and it's just like, oh, that's pretty. That looks a little dusty. That looks dusty. But we're going to keep going. And then she took Sweet Pea, which we know makes me dusty. For our brow bone, we're going to take a Fenty 220, and we're only going to put it just right here. So there is going to be a gap in color between Sweet Pea and this shade, because I don't want to put Sweet Pea in this entire area because it makes me look dusty. So I'm going to have to figure something out. This is where I think Matte and Violet would come in handy. Like if I wanted a brow bone, and I don't always do a brow bone, so that's not even an issue, to be honest with you. Right now, my issue is tearing. I dropped the plastic that was in here. Yeah, maybe something like this for brow bone. Excuse me for the glare in here. But let's stick with Roxa, because that's what we're doing. Then she took, this is another E49. She took Jacaranda, this shade, and did an outer V, and she put it upper lash line and lower lash line. So that's what we're going to do. And so we're going to get this. What did I say? Outer V. This does show up nice on me, and I'm glad that it's in here. This eye is tearing upward hardly, y'all. This eye is going to be a mess. This one is going to be a mess. So we're going to do the outer V. And it's still tearing over here. It is like tearing down horribly. All of this in here is completely wet. I had to turn my AC back on today, y'all. It's like 77 outside a few nights ago. And I'm probably taking off primer. Fuck. The other night it was like 55. And so now it's like 77. And I'm just like, what? And the same time of day that it is now. So it's not, you know, after when the sun is up, it was 77. But right now, it's like 7:30 at night, and 77 degrees outside, and it's humid. Yeah, so I turned my AC back on. Actually, I didn't turn it off from the last time I turned it on. I had put it I had set it on 83 so it wouldn't kick on. But I'm just like, what the heck? And upper lash line, she said, so we're just gonna, this is kind of strange. This brush is not a good brush for upper lash lines because it's gonna make it wide, which I don't care at this point because I know this look is gonna be a mess because this eye is gonna be a mess. But we don't scrap the looks, and so we're gonna do it. So you'll see one good eye and one teary eye. Because once I start a look, I don't scrap it. We're gonna do it, and I can't help it tearing the way it is. So this is what it should be looking like. Can't believe it's 7:20 already. I gotta hurry up. My live is in like 40 minutes. I'm wondering if I'll even be able to finish this look, to be honest with you, because I doubt that I'll come back after the live. We're gonna tap in here where it's wet, just to try to get some shadow there. You know, and I should just do the one eye because this is a mess over here. And it's wet in this corner. This is the eye that usually tears the most, but this is doing the most right now. And I probably shouldn't even be putting shadow under here because it's just gonna wash away. But we're gonna keep on going. This brush is wet. What? Let me take a little bit more for the outer corner. Did it say outer V? Yeah, it did say outer V. So we're gonna just kind of leave it the way it is. Wow, y'all, this eye is a mess. Hopefully when we get to, we're gonna, this is a Scott Barnes number 62, and we're gonna take Orchid. She had for transition as well. Where is Orchid? This is Orchid. She does layer a lot. She does layer a lot, and she did bring it down in here. And of course my look is not gonna look like hers at all. But I usually don't layer this much. I keep forgetting where it is in the palette. And so she had it for transition and here. And actually, do we have another transition? No. So we're going to bring this actually upward to fill in this gap right here between this and Sweet Pea, because Sweet Pea just is straight Ashtown on me. And so that's what we're going to do with this one. This is wet in here. I can't even get it in here. And I probably shouldn't keep trying because I don't want the brush wet for when we do this side, and it is wet, I can feel it. But we're going to fill in this gap up here the same as we did on the other side. Oh, my Lord, Lord, Lord. Yeah, I'm a mess. I don't recall doing a look this close to when I need to start my live, even though we started like an hour before. And I got to remember to take this ring light behind me over there. So that is what this is looking like. And, okay, yeah, this is where this was. So this... You still can see Jacaranda under here on this side. Well, on this side, you kind of can't. I mean, I can see it down here, like if I raise my brow. So let's take a little bit more Jacaranda with the brush that we used that for, and just kind of put that back because I liked how you can see the dimension here. And actually, this side is higher up as well. So we're going to bring that higher up. So that's why I can see it here, but not over here because it was further down. And now this is just blending all together. So we're going to go back to brush with Orchid and just do the top edge of Jacaranda. This side, this is a Jacaranda brush. Because this side is looking more blended and this side is looking more like an outer V over here. I like this side. This side is my problem eye today and always, usually. Now I'm going to take Bolt on the center of the lid. This is Bolt. And... does she have something for the first portion of the lid? This is, and yesterday when I was saying how Stargirl was too far over, she did, when I went back and looked, she did tap it on the first portion of the lid too. And that's what I did not do. And we are going to put this on, and then we're going to put, we're going to use it with a sponge tip applicator. So we're going to put this all over where there's space because we had the outer V. So we're going to fill in this area inside the V and pull this over. And she does have another shade for the inner corner. This is not really, this shade, it is very much a topper. I don't use my fingers for makeup. I say that often. And I am quite repetitive in what I say in videos because I know everybody doesn't watch every video. And also, some people may find me because they're looking for a certain video. So Roxa is new, so people are looking for Roxa looks. You know what I mean? And so I say things so that people who don't know will know. And I appreciate those of you who have been here, that you are patient with me when I do say the same stuff. So now we're going to go in with a sponge tip, and we're going to go into Bolt, that same shade. We're going to start with this eye since that corner over there is wet. And so this does amp it up. So if people say, I know I said it in look number 3, you have to use your finger. I don't like how I don't see it up here, so I'm going to bring it up a little bit higher. So when I look straight, you can at least see some type of shimmer. When people say you have to use your finger, you don't. You can use a sponge tip. To me, it mimics a finger application, because if you look at what they're doing and you see how it intensifies with their finger, that's what happened with this, with the sponge tip. It did intensify. So this is just a brush. This is with a sponge tip. I know you can see the difference. So if you don't want to use your finger, I do have a link for these down below from Amazon. It is affiliated, the same as my Notoriously Morbid link and my Natasha Denona website link. But I want to bring it up higher still, because this way it just looks like every other purplish look, because you don't see any of this lid shade up here, and this is because of my eye shape. So we're bringing it up into the transition area and over Jacaranda. So some of Jacaranda you don't even see over here because we did just cover it up. So now we're going to take the, you know what, y'all, you see these chunks down here? That's from this. That's from Bolt. I'm gonna start out here because the inside is wet, so I just want to get as much to stay on as possible. Y'all, this is horrible. Also, for those of you who are new, there is a vent up above me, and so my eyes do tear a lot when either the AC blows or the heat blows, because there's a vent right above my station, and so that's a part of it too. But it's only just the one eye mostly. Like, look at this. It's just wiping my shadow away. So we're going to put some in here. And because it's wet, it is going to show up. It's probably going to crease if my eyes continue to tear. I don't have any black eyeliner over here anymore. I hope you can still like see what's supposed to be happening, even though this eye is like really fucked up. I do curse. I didn't do the intro in this video. And so I do like how this side looks, but it just looks like any other regular purple look that I've done. All right, we're going to put that down. Now we're going to take, she took Stargirl and put on the inner corner. Y'all know over here it ain't going to go. But we're going to wrap it because she put it up here and down here. And I do have Milia. I have one that's close to my tear duct area here and one right here, which you can see because when I put shimmer on it, it just makes it look even brighter. And that's why I usually don't put shadow on the tear duct area, or I try to come around it, but still some shadow does still get there. And so that is what that is looking like. And actually, I think that will look nice as a tear duct shadow. Not that. What am I saying? This is my brow bone. I like that. Okay, let's do that over here. Because that sweet pea is dusty. And yes, I said dusty. Y'all, look at this eye. Do I even dare to even try to put some in my, oh, and it's tearing. I have like a tear coming all the way down here. Y'all, this, damn. This is wet. And look, I just dabbed it and it just stuck because it's wet. Y'all, this is, wow. What time is it? Oh shit, it's 7:30. I got 30 minutes. This is horrible. And y'all see, we still going on with the look. Like we're gonna keep going, and hopefully by the time I look at all, by the time I get to concealer, primer, all of that, hopefully. And we'll just take pictures super quick. I do like that we put Stargirl up there because that does look nice. And my shapes don't look the same at all. Like, this is a brush that had Jacaranda on it. So we're just bringing that out here. What's on the lower lash line? There's nothing else on the lower lash line. Well, Jacaranda was under there, but it's not. It's only just showing up that black liner. Y'all, We're gonna go into Jacaranda And we're going to just put some more up here and bring that out here. Excuse me. Y'all, this is horrible. That's bad. And I'm laughing like it ain't no thing, but yeah, I'm just like, Then she took Concord, this shade here, and she put like in this gap right here. And so we're all gonna do that. I do like this shade. Did it show up any different? This looks like a shiny Jacaranda because it is blending into Jacaranda, and it's also blending into Bolt. So doing this, it doesn't look like a lot of versatility with this palette, but you know, you gotta use different colors. I do want to use like these mattes, like just these 6 over here, and see what happens. But I'm trying to remember, is that what I kind of did for the first look? Like I don't remember, even though that was just a couple days ago. This is still Concord. But we know these 3 shades all blend into the same shade. Those 3 reddish tone mattes, whatever they wanted to describe them as. I just say reddish tones. These 3, they just blended into the same shade. So I do like this look, even amongst all the tears. That look crazy. I would apologize. I was going to say I apologize for it, but I mean it does what it does. Hopefully it'll stop tearing, so when I do put on the foundation and everything, it won't look crazy. I'm using a sponge tip just to pull out this black. So I'm not going to put more liner under here. I am not. So this eye is definitely going to be different than this one. So hopefully though you can just see like what it's supposed to look like. Then she took a black for, that was it for the shades. Then she took a black for the upper liner. We're going to use a MAC 210. I guess I can put all these brushes away. So we're not even going to add any more shadow. We're not going to do anything else over here because so this is MAC Paint Pot Black Mirror. So we're going to do this eye first. Oh boy. Y'all, this is bad. But one thing I'm thankful for is that it's only one eye that's tearing like that. And it usually is that way. Even if they both tear a little bit, one will stop. And this side stopped. So I'm thankful that hopefully you can just see the look over here and not be too distracted by all of this. She did connect it, and I don't remember if she used a liquid liner or not, but we are going to connect it. Hopefully it won't tear away on this side, but and it's still not even connected. That's my tear duct. I mean, not my tear duct, but my outer corner. So we're just going to leave that like that, y'all. And damn, do I even dare? Like, you see this gap right here? It just washed away everything. So we're going to start here where it's dry. And I could have did the face and then came back to do this. She uses, of course, her products. That serum that she came out with that's really glowy, and I do want to try it, but I have sensitive skin, and so in a way, like if I can get a sample. Let me stop stuttering and get my thoughts together. If I can get a sample, I would try it, but I don't want to buy it because I do wonder if it would break my skin out, and that's something that I don't like when it happens. Oh my gosh, this is even making this bleed. This is making the paint pot bleed. We're going to clean it up with foundation and all of that, and hopefully it'll be dry enough after I do that for us to get decent pictures, or at least a decent look. And I am going through these lipstick applicators. So this is the look. And if this side is still jacked up, I won't do a picture this way. I'll just do it this way. But only this way looks bad. This way is okay. Yeah, so we're going to edit out Pat McGrath primer, Pat McGrath foundation, because it wasn't pumping right, so I put in an airless pump. We're going to set the face with Fashion Fair Set It Loose Truly Tawny powder. I'm grabbing now my 2 Haus Labs blushes and deep level 10 and medium level 7, picking a Haus Labs blush at random. Hibiscus Haze, picking a House Labs highlighter at random, golden pyrite. So we're going to put that on. I think we're going to take some radiant light from Hourglass to put under eye and around the face. And also we're going to take Eternal Light and just put this strategically, because this bronzes me just a little bit. And I need to compare this to Raw Amber. No. I need to compare that to Chocolate Opal from House Labs, because House Labs is bronzy. Yeah, it's bronzy on me too, and sometimes I will put this strategically on my face, and so I need to compare the two to see if they dupe each other. The only thing I can say for sure is that the House Labs, because it is a highlighter, it is more shiny. That's the only thing, and that might be why I still got this one after swatching both of these in the store. But we are going to put on the House Labs, no, the Hourglass Eternal Light. So we're going to do all of that, and we're going to come back, and hopefully this eye will be acting right. If not, I'll just be sitting like this for the rest of the video. So hang tight, we'll be right back. This is the finished look. This is the lip gloss that came with Notoriously Morbid Advent Calendar, and I didn't realize this is just a topper. It does have a slight pink tint to it, but for the natural pigmentation that's in my lips, it just goes on clear. If I would have known it was a topper, I'm not even gonna lie, I would not have done a darker lip because I'm rushing for time. But this eye is tearing horribly. You see this gap up here. Let me get a brush. You see this gap? The tears will just completely remove makeup and make it crease. I cleaned up some under here, but then it started again. So I do like the look. It's not much different than, there's a gnat, squirrel. It's not much different than other pink looks that I've done. Not pink, purple looks that I've done. It looks similar to other stuff that I could do. I do like it though. I'm glad we took up the shimmer lid shade up higher so that when I look straight, you can still see it. And I do like that. And so let's take pictures real quick, because I feel like once I get up from here, I'm going to forget. So let's go. I don't know if I'll post this one because it is right here. And we're going to go ahead and hold up the palette. I know I haven't been doing this in videos. Maybe I'll edit that out. I doubt it. I don't know. But this is look number 4. It's called Purple Glam Look. I don't know if that's what it really looks like. Was I looking in the right place? I need to be looking. Get the glares off and then look over here. Thank you for bearing with me with that. Let me know your thoughts on that being a good companion to, or Madame Violet and Roxa being a good companion, because you will have more options for the shimmers, and you have like 2 more mattes you can choose from. So I do like the look, but again, it's not unique to anything I've done before. So that'll be that. So thank you for being here. Stuff is popping up for you to watch. Leave your thoughts below, comment, like, share, join, all that good stuff. And you will see me soon. As always, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the Crazy Troll Nation way. You'll see me soon. Thanks.